make sure you dip it in there, and you don't change it until it's darker than that color. So you know you're not changing your oil too soon. Waste your oil. It's also got a skimmer, take the stuff off the top. The final thing it has, which is a neat thing, as all of you guys know, how many of you on your fryers still have the numbers on the temperature? None of you. And this thermometer makes sure you're cooking at 350. Make sure you're calibrated, so you're using oil at the right time. That all comes from that kit. That's free of charge. Use premium oil in charge.
We try to make it simple. TysonFoodService.com. That website will take you and allow you to navigate through just about anything you need to know. There are thousands of recipes on there, and there's a recipe calculator that goes with it. So if you want to know how much product you need for 50 people, you just put 50 in and it recalculates the recipe. One of the really neat things that we do is if you know the number of a Tyson product, you can Google it. Just type the number into Google and it will direct you directly to that product on our website. We'll give you all the nutritions, the pack sizes, the ingredients, everything that you need to know about it. That website will also show you any coupons or rebates we have going on. And as far as table tents, posters, and all that, we have a great selection of that type of thing. There is a purchase qualifier for it, so we would need to work individually on what you wanted to do. But we can do pump numbers, banners, posters, static clings, just about anything that you need for your business.
Valley Meats is a regional beef process. They're a grinder of meats. They don't do a lot of the things that the websites, the menu things. But what we do offer is for you, those of you that have not talked to myself, you probably talked to Ian Stevenson. We do have, Advantage Waypoint does have in-house people. We can create the things you need to do your menus, do the LTOs. We have the capabilities of some of the photography and different things that we can offer to you. Please get with Ian or myself and be more than happy to help you.
Any questions on any of the technology piece of it? We're getting pretty close on time, and I know there's things that you folks want to ask. I've got a huge list of questions, but is there things that you folks want to ask? Nothing on anybody's mind? Steve, on our website, the Stan's website, you have, do you know what tab it is, market conditions and things like that?
I believe it's under information.
Okay, so if you go to www.stans.com, there's tabs along the top, and there is information that Steve posts weekly, market updates that we get through our purchasing co-op, and that, so feel free to look at that. I know with the Food Network, people's tastes have changed, right? And people's education on what's good. I know we have some chefs in the room. I'm not a chef. I'll eat a hamburger. But we have some people here who really understand fine dining. And because of the Food Network, I think people's tastes have changed. And their knowledge of what's out there has changed. And one of the questions I believe you asked with the pork, we see a lot of customers that are all of a sudden now doing grass-fed beef, doing Wagyu beef, doing Kobe beef, these type of things. And that farm to fork that seems to happen. And I guess my question would be, what do you see happening to that, and what should these folks be looking at? And I know, again, I didn't think you said, I know your customers. You know, they're willing to pay for it. I know I'm a Midwestern guy. I don't know that I would want the grass-fed beef. I don't know that my tastes are that well refined. I want the fat flavor from it. So you guys address that farm to fork thing and what's happening and how it's affecting the oil business? And, I mean, maybe not you at all. So maybe you would.
Oh, it affects all pork business. Even though you may think it doesn't affect your business, and you kind of touched on it yesterday if you're in that seminar, but you don't know, especially with the younger demographics, the people that are from 20 years old to 35 or so, they are very, very interested in where the food comes from. not maybe a super hot button, yet there's a lot of questions out there about it. And there is, especially where there's a lot of college kids out there, Lafayette, whatnot, for sure you're going to look at that. I call almost every year to colleges to talk about where our product comes from and what are our safe handling practices and how do we treat animals and anything like that. So I would encourage you to, if you don't have that information, to ask. And today's a good day to ask any of the protein suppliers for sure. We can get you information that you can keep on file or just kind of familiarize yourself with that so that you can answer those questions.
Anybody else have an opinion on that? Any other questions on that?
I'll give you a quick look on intent. Maybe the first ones to know this because it's not in Indiana yet. Those of you from Michigan, see how that pure Michigan, I from Michigan, it's big in the colleges, big in the universities. Something we're doing. How many do you have fryers? How many of you now are able to sell your fry oil to people? If you can't, do it. It's the first time you ever did it. It used to be many years ago in the business, you had to pay people a lot to pick it up. The problem with that nowadays is you don't know what you're getting from it. They measure it from the thing, they give you what they give you, and they go away, you don't know where the oil's going. Ventura Foods is going to be introducing a product called Pure. We've already introduced it to the West Coast, and it will be here, it will be here soon. But we're going to work with a national management company where they are going to put it beautiful with 2 locks by the way, because people steal this oil now. Beautiful, different containers, different sizes, in your place where you keep your oil. They will pick up your oil anytime you want it picked up. The 2 things that are great about this Pure program, number 1, you're going to get paid when you buy the cases. So you know exactly what you're going to get. You have to figure out your costs. Right now you can get $1.18 per case on commodity oil and $2.36 on premium oil. You'll get it when you buy it from Staples. It's done. We'll be done with it. They'll pick up the oil from you. They'll clean up around there. They'll pick it up. And the other thing about this is this oil will be sold in Indiana. That's part of the Pure program. So it'll help our, getting oil from the raw. This oil that goes back into the cars will be sold back in Indiana. Great. It's a new for us. We don't have it here because we don't have a partner yet. We want to make sure it's the best partner. This will be something that will really help your people knowing that people, by the way, of course, Oregon's a big deal. That's in Oregon. The first place we brought it out, they actually have tables that saying that our oil is going to be reused in Oregon. So that's coming pretty soon.
Anybody else? We are getting close to the beginning of our show, and I need to let the stands people go get ready for the big day. We appreciate your attendance today. Thank you very kindly. Look forward to seeing you at the show in just a few minutes.